Hi guys, Mr. Ventures right here. I think on this particular tutorials, it's still on one of the great interviews of my guy, the School of Hard Knocks, right? So this guy, he interviewed him, and there are quite a lot of lessons to learn from him. Okay, yes, here, okay, the guy was asked, "Have you been broke before?" Yeah, he said yes. I think he said about a year or so from the time of the point of the interview. And again, that ain't the problem. The problem there is the main, the pivot or the fulcrum there is, he got back up real quick. Okay, so he was kind of asked how, that was kind of made so, and he tried to let us know that it's all up here. Okay, yeah, it's all about one's mentality. If you indeed have a pack of positive stuffs out there, you're bound to get positive results and something worth the while. Imagine somebody that was kind of broke, went flat. He was formerly into exotic cars, okay, and he went broke, misusing those funds, in one way or the other at some point, during his younger days. Then he really had to work his way back up. And how did he do that? In this particular case scenario, imagine someone in that state. That positive mentality still matters a lot, guys. He was taking a stroll by. He saw some guys fixing, yes, roof fixers, people that were fixing someone's roof. He asked them, how much is it for the services of doing this, or the cost of this particular thing that you guys are doing? They told him $5,000 or $5K. Okay, you know what? The young dude just went to the next door and tried to talk him over, convinced him on trying to fix his roof for $10,000. Just the next door level. And by the time voila, the guy made $5K. Long story short, those guys came, they did their magic, and that was just the starting point. The guy just started replicating, the same energy all through, up to now. I think he owns a roofing company, and that's how he got into it. Smartness, street sense, and positive, having a positive mindset. PMA. Okay, so guys, you can see that from the whole thing. It's all up in the mind. It's all up in the head. Okay, it's all up in the thinking. It's all up in your outlook or our outlooks to life. So regardless of whatever mistakes, unpleasant activities are bound to be experienced or witnessed at some point in our lives. But what you do afterwards, whether you sulk and cry, or whether you man up, chin up, and get back up, it's all left for you. All right, so ruminate on that. All right, and learn anything or two, Mr. Ventures. Gracious.
Excuse me, sir. Question for you.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been broke before?
Broke?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Yeah?
Last year,
What happened last year?
I got broke. Everything fell apart for me.
And what line of business are you in
I
now?
was in exotic car rental business. There used to be a lot of money on the ground. All of a sudden, it all went away, so I changed over to roofing.
How have you grown this business over the last year?
Well, through social media. And I pull up in that Ferrari right there. When I pull up to the Ferrari to the people's house, and I say, hey, listen, hey, ladies, is your man taking care of the bills? He taking care of the whole? If you're not, I'm going to take care of it for him.
How much money has your business done in the last year?
1.2 million.
$1.2
Yeah,
million.
roofs, yeah.
How did you get the money to start? Because you said that you went broke.
I started from scratch. I met some guys. They was up on the roof, and I said, "Hey, how much they paying you for that?" They said, "Well, we're paying $5,000 for this roof." So I went to the person next door, and I said, "Hey, do you need your roof done?" They said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, that's $10,000." She said, "Okay." So I gave them $5, and I kept $5. So then I realized I can make money off everybody else. So I started off with nothing.
And how old are you now?
I'm 54.
If you were to go back in time and have a conversation with your 20-year-old self, what's the number one piece of advice you would give to your younger self?
Save your money, because I blew a lot of money in the clubs, and I blew a lot of money on women. You're gonna get none of that back, because guess what? They're gonna go on to the next guy. You ain't gonna have nothing, and that's what happened to me.
So don't chase anything.
Don't chase it. The money gonna come. I blew money in the club. I was spending $5,000 a night in the club buying bottles, and I could have turned around and spent that $5,000 and bought some property. The only person that made money off me was the club. So if anything, I would start a club up right now. Everybody's spending the money already.
So you made a lot of money over these years.
Yeah, man. A lot of money and blew a lot of money too.